Hey, so I'm going to teach you the song Joshua Fit the Battle of Jericho. There are lots of versions of this song, just like any spiritual. So this song was one that African American slaves sang. They really connected with the story of Joshua because Joshua was leading the Egyptians, or not the Egyptians, he was leading the Israelites from Egypt and into the promised land, and they had already been wandering for 40 years, and the slaves knew what that was like, wanting to be out of slavery for more than 40 years. And so they had had their time, and they were ready, just like the Israelites and Joshua. They were ready to get to the promised land, to freedom. And so they connected with this story of Joshua. And so I'm going to sing it. You can replay this as many times as you want to learn it, because either you have two assignments. You can either write about this story, what you learned about it, and what you learned about God, tell the story, and what you learned about God through it, or you can sing this song, which I think is fun. So here we go. Here we go. Joshua fit the battle of Jericho, Jericho, Jericho. Joshua fit the battle of Jericho, and the walls came a-tumbling down. You may talk about your men of Gideon, you may talk about your men of Saul, but there's none like good old Joshua and the battle of Jericho. That morning Joshua fit the battle of Jericho, Jericho, Jericho. Joshua fit the battle of Jericho, and the walls came a-tumbling down. Right up to the walls of Jericho he marched with spear in hand. Go blow them ram horns, Joshua cried, 'cause the battle is in God's hand. That morning Joshua fit the battle of Jericho, Jericho, Jericho. Joshua fit the battle of Jericho, and the walls came tumbling down. So when you're singing that, if you want to do any motions, you want to add motions about holding a spear, or if you want to tumble down at the end there, feel free. I'd love to see it. Hopefully that'd be fun for you. But just enjoy singing it. So yeah, you can play it as many times as you want. Just a couple notes about some of the words in there. So first of all, we talked about the men of Gideon. So he was a leader of the Israelites, and then the men of Saul. Saul was the first king of Israel, and so he had an army too. So that's what we're referring to there. The men of those leaders of the Israelites that came. And then we say, go blow those ram horns. So they didn't really have trumpets like made out of brass, but they had horns from animals, and that's what they would blow into. And so that's what they blew on that seventh day and made the walls come tumbling down. So just a few notes about that. So go ahead and feel free to watch this as many times as you want to learn it. You could even just do certain sections at a time and just rewind or flip, scroll it back, and enjoy. And I look forward to either reading what you have to write about Joshua or hearing you sing.